Today's the day. It's all coming off. Weirdly, for the first time in about a year, I actually quite like how my hair looks today. It's funny how the brain works, isn't it? When it realises it's not going to have any hair for about 6 to 8 months, it starts to actually like the hair that it's got, and it makes you want to go back on the 10,000 Australian dollars that you paid for it. But it's too late now. I really want to say I'll try to take you with me and show you how it all works, but ultimately I'm new to the whole vlogging thing, and I'm not sure how socially comfortable I am in a procedure room saying to everyone, hey guys, do you mind if I really quickly get my camera out and start speaking to it? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. So I'm going to try film bits that I can. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Pre-transplant physique check, about 92-ish kilos here. I'm now not allowed to exercise for 3 whole weeks, which will officially be the longest I've ever not exercised for my entire life. Triple the max amount of time I've had away from the gym since I started. So I got my transplant done at Hair Doctors at Bondi Junction. I had consults with a couple of Sydney-based transplanters, but these guys won the raffle. By far the nicest staff, nicest facilities, everything. I got there at 7:30 in the morning and it finished at about 4:30. Smells lovely. So this is the proposed hairline. I think it looks really good just like this, to be honest. I might leave. Before I actually show you the procedure though, it's probably good to get into a bit of context as to why I did it. So first of all, I am a person with hair. When I close my eyes and when I think about what I look like, what does sheep look like, I'm a person with hair. I'm a person with thick, blonde, fairly long hair. I'm not bald, I'm not a skinhead, I'm not a Jason Statham replica. That is not my identity, and it's important for me to retain my identity in order to feel like myself. Now, I don't make decisions impulsively this large or this financially large. So this is something that I've been thinking about doing since 2023/24, okay, because ultimately that's when I noticed a seriously aggressive push of receding hair, okay. I've always, my hairline's never been great, but I've always been able to cover it with the fringe or with the partings or whatever else. I can't anymore, right? And, I'll put some pictures on the screen, but even recent pictures where my hair's swept the right way and I've put it the way that I want it, I still cannot hide the receding nature of it. Okay, so it's time to make that change. I went into clinic and got multiple consultations done, and essentially they have this, it's like a score, it's like a point of reference as to what stage of hair loss you're in. This is the stage I'm in. I can't fucking remember the name, so it'll be on screen right now, but that's the one that I'm in, which is why I only had to have 3,000 grafts done, which is why the side effects that I've experienced, pain, itchiness, redness, swelling, and that's why they've been fairly minimal. Okay, so if this is something that you've been thinking about for quite a while, the earlier you can catch it, the more chances of success you're going to get and the less invasive the procedure is going to be. So I've had a really good time with it, which I guess you won't know yet, but you're about to find out because you can watch the rest of the video. Cool, bye. I have just taken my antibiotics and painkillers to help me relax, and the procedure's going to start. I kind of just like it as it is, to be honest. I can feel my airbender powers coming in already. The first round is done. So they have 2 people. Basically, one of them was they injected all the anaesthetic first, which was like 25 separate injections into my scalp, which was not fun. And then they had 2 stations. One person was essentially creating the holes in the scalp, and then the other person was extracting the grafts, removing the grafts from the scalp. So that is the back of the head done, and now we need to do this part and essentially reverse that process, create the holes again, add the new grafts in, and then we'll be good to go. This is a bit of a look. I'm chilling. I might see if they'll let me take these robes on. I did pay 9 grand after all. This is the operating room. It's going well. I'm enjoying it. So you can see all of the grafts. So each one of those little squares, essentially they have to put the anaesthetic in. It's time for lunch, and the team have gone and got me some burgers. How great is that, with a range of drinks? So I've just had the second part done, which is essentially the temple. So I've had all of the anaesthetic put in at the front. So the above eyebrow anaesthetic was horrible. And then the final part that they need to do is, like I mentioned before, they need to essentially create the holes to put the new grafts back in. In terms of pain for the procedure, it's not bad at all. It's really just the initial anaesthetic hurt a little bit, just because it's novel. I've never had anaesthetic in my head before, in my scalp. You can see the scalp's extended, and then when they're actually doing the grafts itself, it just feels like your head is made out of rock and they can't penetrate it because it's so numb and so swollen. So I think the pain in the procedure itself is not going to be the problem. It's going to be the onset pain once the anaesthetic wears off and I have to try sleep and I have to try and keep my head out of water and all the subsequent swelling as a result, which is why I'll probably extend this video and just keep adding clips as the week goes on. As I'm editing this, an update, day 10, 0 pain. Itchy as fuck, but 0 pain. The actual procedure is great. I'm having mine done in Bondi in Sydney. I was going to get it done in Turkey, as everyone does, to make it a little bit cheaper, and it would have been cheaper. Where can I put you? Substantially as well. Would have been cheaper by maybe about $2,000, and that's including flights, that's including accommodation. But at the end of the day, if something goes wrong with this procedure, I can't just go and nip to Turkey, right? I'm fucking miles away. It's a £2,000 flight to go there and back. So God forbid something goes wrong. At least here, I'm a bus journey away. So I've got that peace of mind. I've got constant communication. There's absolutely no language barrier. And for the sake of $2,000, like, I'm more than happy with that compromise. So yeah, I've gone literally just down the road. Like, once this procedure's finished, I'm just gonna go get the bus home. Quite funny actually. We see how everyone looks. Only thing I'm not sure about is the tunes. What's going to come on next? See my point? So I wasn't supposed to wear a t-shirt when coming in today. Apparently I was supposed to wear a button-up shirt. So now I've got to go home in my jacket. This is so funny to look at. Given that I don't have an umbrella to protect myself from the sun, I'm not going to risk the train and I'm just going to get an Uber. It feels weird walking out of the open into this in public for the first time after having it done. Feels weird. In my head, I do not care, but still feels a bit strange. You right for Alex? Yeah, man, how you going? Yeah, not too bad. Yourself? It is currently 2 days after, and we are going in today for a wash and to hopefully get all of this stuff off. It was just a bit of dry blood. We're okay. We are okay. A lot of people, when they get the hair transplant done, there's a lot of swelling, there's a lot of pain, and generally speaking, you're told not to resume day-to-day activities until about 2 to 3 days after. But this was me at my nephew's birthday party the next morning. I went to the cinema the night after having the transplant done, and as long as I had an umbrella over the top of my head to stop me getting sunburnt, I felt fine. I had no pain, I had no swelling, I was able to return back to work. But that's potentially down to the fact that my procedure was a little bit smaller, and obviously there's a ton of individual difference as to how you're going to respond to the procedure in general. But yeah, for me it was really, really chill, and I could literally just get back to day-to-day activities the next day.
I was going to film.
So I have to do this for
the next 10 days. I'm not allowed to scratch it or irritate it. I'm only allowed to pat it. So pat it on the affected areas. And then I've got to get a jug of lukewarm water, not a shower head with pressurized water, to wash it back off. Oh, it's so itchy.
I'll do that.
Is that alright? Yeah, so I may need Lou's help quite a bit on this one.
Right, just put it on my hand and then just do it that way.
Literally, even since the anaesthetic first got put in, not a single part of this entire process has been painful. Oh, that's like...
What?
It's like relief from an itch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Crown.
Prince William patch.
And Prince William.
Was it Harry that went bald? Which one of them was famous for having a bald patch?
William was the receding one.
But Harry, I think Harry had
What, the ginger one?
he had a bald patch.
Oh, I just want to fucking, like a mosquito bite itchy. Oh, it's still numb at the same time though, it's really weird.
I actually donated some hair to Alex as well.
Yeah, how do you think, Lou? How do you think I got the follicle? So yeah, I have to do this every day for the next 10 days. Then after that, I can wash it as normal, even though I don't ever wash my hair anyway. And then I can also get in seawater. After day 14, I can get in seawater. After day 20, I can get in chlorine water. And the worst thing is the sleep. The absolute worst thing about this entire thing is the sleep. I'm not sleeping much at all at the minute. And that will be the case all the way up until day 10. So I'm currently on day 3 or 4. Like this morning, the alarm was set for 5:20 in the morning, and I was just sat there staring at the wall, looked at my watch, 5:10. Not much I can do.
So we are now day 10 into the transplant, and a pretty exciting part today because, as you can see here, we are scabbing big time. Every single one of the little incisions that they've made, so I just realised I need to speak into the mic, every single one of these little incisions that they've made has now scabbed over. And for the past 3 or 4 days, I've been having to resist the urge to get those scabs off, because if you are like me and you enjoy popping whiteheads and you like seeing all the little things come off, well, now we get to take them off, and we don't have to look in public as though we've got psoriasis. So yeah, pretty excited to take them off. Now, the first step of doing so is we've got some coconut oil melted in here, so I need to put that on the scalp. We're then going to let that sit for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to take the scabs off, which will be the next clip. Okay, so we have soaked the scalp in coconut oil, and now it is Lou's job with one of my socks to gently rub the scalp in circular motions and try and get some of these scabs off. So, God, it literally it sounds and feels like Velcro.
Oh my god. It looks like when you do blackhead extract.
Oh God, that was like one fucking
section.
Oh, is it satisfying though?
Not really.
Oh. I mean, this is quite soothing, to be honest.
Yeah. I'd so much rather squeeze them all.
I'll let you squeeze 1 or 2. I've still, some of the anaesthetic, I swear, is still there, because like, I can't feel certain bits, but I know that you're touching it because I can hear it. Oh, this is actually so relaxing. Oh my God. Do you want to rinse it in the... Wait, get close to the camera again. See if you guys can see that. Oh.
It's just was it sebum?
Sebum. But to be fair, it also says day 10 to day 14, but I don't know whether that means like you can do it once between day 10 and 14, or whether you have to do it every day.
Oh, they're peeing around.
Oh, I can literally feel them all dropping onto my shoulder. I wonder what it is. Is it skin? Is it hair? Is it?
No, it's sebum.
But what is it?
It's like oil.
What that's... Oh, it just rained on my shoulder.
Oh, it's all stuck in your chest hair.
Where? God, I can fit. It's literally like a light shower. I am showering myself with my own sebum. Better.
So you remember the video I took at the start? Well, this is what 3 weeks of zero exercise whatsoever and zero real attention to calorie intake looks like. At the same body weight as well, mind, because I'm still 92 kilos on the nose. So today marks 21 days, 3 weeks post hair transplant. A little bit of redness, and obviously the hair's not going to thicken for a good 6 months. So they actually call this the ugly duckling phase, which is an extremely accurate representation of how I feel right now. But being 3 weeks post means I can do 3 things. Firstly, I can start wearing hats again, which might seem counterintuitive. Oh, you just had a hair transplant. Yeah, but I've got pubes on the top of my head right now. Number 2, I can go for a swim, which is what I'm about to do right now. Cannot fucking wait. Living by the sea and not being able to go for a swim. It feels like some sort of cruel, twisted joke. And then number 3, I can train. Holy shit, I've just had the longest period of time in my life ever without exercise. Ever since I first broke into a jog at the age of 6 as a toddler, right? If you count that as my first official bit of exercise, this is technically the longest break I've had without it. So I'm excited to get back into the gym. Physio's cleared me to start jogging again on the road after my knee operation. Oh, it's a good day. What a day. Watch, I'll go tear my over ACL now.
And that concludes the video, really, because after the 3-week point, which I have surpassed as of today, there's not a whole lot that I can't do, right? The waiting period is essentially over for, all of my day-to-day activities to return. Now it's just a case of allowing the grafts to do their thing and grow into beautiful little hairs and restore my hairline. But that could be all the way up to 9 months. It could potentially be longer than 12. Okay, it's not a quick fix. In terms of follow-ups from the actual clinic themselves, their communication policy is excellent. I can talk to them whenever I want. I can call them whenever I want. I can email them whenever I want to ask as many questions as I want. And on top of that, I'm only 15 minutes away on a bus journey. Okay, so I couldn't ask more in terms of the service. I'm extremely happy with how it went. I think I am potentially unique in just how stress-free and minimally invasive my procedure was. I got no swelling, no bleeding. The disruption to my sleep was minimal, as much as I was chatting at the start about how bad it was. Yeah, it was bad for 3 or 4 days, but for a lot of people, I know it gets a lot worse. I've had zero pain. Okay, the itchiness was a couple of days worth, and all in all, the procedure was nowhere near as bad as other people claimed it was going to be. The initial anaesthetic was horrible, of course it is. After that, you're absolutely fine. I mean, I can't imagine anyone's actually watched this video this far anyway, but if you have, and you had any questions about it, my DMs are always open. Thanks, guys. Bye.